Paolo Guererro is a 34-year-old Peruvian football player. He's the captain of the Peru international team, and he is their all-time leading goal scorer. Paolo Guererro first played for the Bayern Munich second team from 2002 to 2006, where he made 66 appearances, scoring 45 goals. He then stepped up to the Bayern Munich main team, where he made 27 appearances, scoring 10 goals as a forward at the Allianz Arena. He then moved on from Bayern Munich to German club Hamburg, where he played 6 years from 2006 to 2012. He made 134 appearances, scoring 37 times. He then moved to Brazilian club Corinthians, where he played from 2012 to 2015, making 62 appearances, netting 23 times. He then transferred to Flamengo, which is his current club, where he has made 55 appearances so far, scoring 18 goals. He has played 86 internationals for the Peruvian national team, scoring 32 times, and he is their all-time leading goal scorer. He is their captain. He is their talisman. He is the man they lean on. Paolo Guererro. But guys, Peru was never favorites to qualify for the 2018 World Cup. South America's World Cup qualifiers, yeah, it's really grueling. You know what I mean? It's tough. You have Brazil, you have Argentina, you have Uruguay, you have Chile, Ecuador, Venezuela, Paraguay, Colombia, Bolivia on your backs. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough. And you have Peru, of course. South America, they have 4.5 places to qualify for the World Cup. The 0.5 meaning they would play the playoff versus another confederation, and in this case it was the Oceania Confederation. It was really tough. Brazil, they qualified very early, so that meant it was only 3 places left for grabs. But guys, it all went down to the final day of qualifiers. Peru, they somehow pegged back and, crawled themselves back into contention after achieving some really brilliant results versus the bigger teams in South America. So, the last day was set up to be a dramatic one. Brazil, they destroyed Chile. And put their hopes out to qualify for the World Cup. So that helped the Peruvians. Then Argentina, they destroyed Ecuador after a messy hat-trick. And then, Uruguay, I think they played Bolivia and they destroyed Bolivia. Am I right? I think they did play Bolivia. But Peru, they faced Colombia. And these two teams were both fighting for a spot, So the game was, 1-0 to Colombia. And then up stepped the Peruvian captain, Paolo Guererro. It was a free kick, and he stepped up and he dispatched it in the back of the net past David Ospina. That game was a bit controversial. I think it was an indirect free kick and the ball touched Ospina. It went in the net. It counted still. And then, Falcao was telling the Peruvians to, relax. 1-1 will do it for both of our teams. Colombia, they will qualify directly, while Peru would edge that Confederation playoff spot to face New Zealand, the winners from the Oceania Confederation. So the game ended 1-1, and, Paolo Guererro was the hero of that match. But after that game, man, big controversy. Paolo Guererro tested positive for a banned substance, and that is some kind of cocaine, some cocaine thing, man. I can't even say the word. The word is really long. I tried pronouncing that word and I'm like, give up, move on, don't even try to pronounce that word. And it was a big talking point. Peru, they began to worry. They were worrying, and I worried too, and I ranted. I made a video ranting about that whole Paolo Guererro situation. He received a 1-year ban, which meant that he would miss the World Cup. So it was big. It was really huge. But before he received the ban, Peru had to face New Zealand. They went down under, you know, and they drew. I think it was a 0-0 draw versus New Zealand in the away leg. So, you know, people were panicking. They were like, oh man, New Zealand could clinch this. But they went to Lima in that beautiful stadium and they made it 2-0, I think. 2-0. A goal by Farfan and a goal by Ramos, I think his name is Christian Ramos, if I'm, you know, not mistaken. And Peru qualified for the World Cup. It was an amazing feeling. It was elation for the Peruvian fans. But one thing lingered. Paolo Guererro was missing and they were in fear that he would miss the grand stage. They qualified for the World Cup for the first time since 1982, and that was big for Peru. But would they be without their star man, their captain, Paolo Guererro? And we were thinking, yes. I was thinking, yes. And, you know, Peru, they were drawn in Group C along with France, Denmark, and Australia. And that's a tough group, man. France is a big team. Denmark, really, really good team. Really talented squad. And Australia, man. You can't take your eyes off Australia. They fought really hard to get to the World Cup. So you can't write off Australia. But Peru would be without Paolo Guererro. They would be without Paolo Guererro. But after, you know, hiring a good lawyer and stuff like that, Paolo Guererro was able to turn things around and get his ban reduced. They were saying it was some kind of cocoa tea he drank and, you know, the local cocoa leaves and stuff like that, and they have the cocaine substance inside and, you know, he tested positive or whatnot. But you gotta be careful in the future, Paolo Guererro. Gotta be careful. His ban got reduced to 6 months, which means it would end in May, the end of May, just before the World Cup commences. But the reason I said that it is a blessing in disguise is because look at the thumbnail. Look at that beautiful girlfriend Paolo Guererro had. He will have a lot of time to hang out with his girlfriend. He would have a lot of time to just think back and just, you know what I mean, think about making the right decisions and train very hard. He won't be playing for Flamengo either. He won't be playing any football whatsoever at the professional level. And, you know, it's a blessing in disguise because guess what? He can't avoid major injuries that would have made him miss the World Cup. Think about that. Smart, right? Smart. Am I the first person to come up with this theory? Because it is a blessing in disguise, guys. So their best player, I know he will be short of match practice, but he will be prepared. He will be prepared. He's experienced. He's been playing for a very, very long time, maybe like 17, 18 years. So he is at the top level. So he's experienced. He's a professional. What is that? He's a professional and he should be able to deal with this 6-month layoff to train, get himself in exquisite shape for the opening match of the World Cup versus Denmark. So, guys, what do you think about my whole theory of Paolo Guererro getting the 6 months off to avoid injury, to avoid any other crisis and whatnot? Just don't be drinking no cocoa tea during that whole 6 month period, please. And just, you know, enjoy time with family, enjoy time with your beautiful girlfriend, train hard, and, you know, get ready to link up with the Peruvian team for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. I actually chose Denmark and France to advance from Group C. But when you really think about it, with Paolo Guererro back in the Peruvian squad, Peru can definitely get out of this group. They would face, you know, if they play first or second, they could face either Argentina, Croatia, Nigeria, or Iceland in Group D. So it's a tough, you know, a tough challenge. You know, there's a tough challenge ahead for the Peruvian national team at the World Cup. Guys, do you think that Peru will make it out of the group? And how far do you think they will get to at the World Cup? I think the furthest they can actually, I think when you really think about it, if they get out the group, they can get to the last 8. I do think they can get to the last 8 if they get out the group, and they have to win the group in order to face the second place team, which it can either be Nigeria, Iceland, or Croatia, because I do think Argentina can run away with that group. Let's say Argentina run away with that group. I do think, you know, Peru would favor playing versus, you know, Nigeria, Croatia, or even Iceland. But guys, man, let me get it cracking. Let me get it on the road. You know, I had a long week at work, a long day at work as well. You know, you're talking about working 12-hour shifts and stuff like that. You know, YouTube is not my job. You know, it's not my job. So I have a regular job, but, you know, I just do this. I just do this, man. But guys, another Paolo Guererro video. He's awesome. I like him, and I've always said that. A lot of people came on the video commenting, saying, you know, I'm hating. Why did I say that? I need to apologize. And I'm like, why? I'm just expressing myself. I'm just ranting. I could, you know, it's free. You know what I mean? I'm free. I'm not trying to offend anyone. But I do think, you know, it would have been a big disgrace if he didn't appear at the World Cup. You know, you got to make good choices as the team captain, as, you know, a national hero, as a sportsman, as an ambassador. Most of all, you got to make good choices. But guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the little bell to become part of the notification squad. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, you know, for Paolo Guererro getting his ban reduced. And, you know, he will be at the World Cup. Peru would have a full strength squad. Hopefully. No more hiccups. No more controversies. Okay? But guys, thanks for watching this video. And until next time, I would like to say peace out and rich